Muskies will receive. Gavin Ashley and Tak Portilla walk back, and we'll see Clinton yet to run their team out onto the field here. Muskie student section fired up in its senior night, guys. And it's always a special time for senior night. And as the night goes out through the broadcast, we'll try to mention every senior in every different program. And we can start right now. Girls cross country. Kylie Bell, Elizabeth Cahill, Olivia Forneau, Emma Maynard, Mariah Mortar, and Molly Turtat. I mean, it's terrific for those young ladies in their senior year cross country. Palm, Maddie Bike, Reagan Caffrey, Chloe Hartman, and Lexi Weichert. Those four young ladies gave a lot of time and effort to the Palm squad, and boy, you can sure tell it's paid off for all these fine athletes and student athletes.
You mentioned Mariah Mortar qualified for her fourth straight state cross-country meet earlier this week.
There's the approach and the kickoff, and we're underway as the Brennan Lemke, the quarterback, kicks it through the end zone, and he can do a little bit of everything. Touchback, and the Muskies will take over 1st and 10 on their own 20 as we're underway.
Yeah, the real key for Muscatine, get on schedule. Get a good play on first down. You don't need to get a home run that first play. They may go for it. But it's one of those situations where establish your tempo, establish your the line of scrimmage with your offensive line, and start to really impose your game plan in this first series. Even if there's no points to come out of the first series, start to establish that game plan.
Carter Frazier left with Cooper Zeck and Kobe Vasquez slot left. Ashley to the right. Jackson Folk starts at running back with Carson Orr quarterback on first down for the Muskies.
A lot of confidence in their corner here. Press man-to-man, no safety help on Gavin Ashley, isolated on the bottom side of the field.
Back to passes Orr, steps up. Now the rush is on. Down he goes. Going to be sacked for a loss of about 3. Nice interior pressure there in the sack made by number 7, Jalen Broughton on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 13 Muskies from their own 17.
Yeah, good pass rush there for the River Kings, going just mano-a-mano outside, hoping that they can get to the quarterback before we can get the pass off, which opens up the screen game for Muscatine.
Muskies looked like they were taking a shot there on first down, Joel. Twins to the right on 2nd and 13, and Twins left. Falk in the backfield. Motion man now is Frazier, and he sets up as a wing. They give to Falk over the left side. Jack cuts it to the 20, 25. Jack over the 30. First down run out near the 32-yard line. A nice run for Jackson Falk.
Great job by the interior part of the Muscatine offensive line working together in a double eagle front, in that 3-man front. All compressed. They were able to push it down and get to the second level to open up that hole for Jack Falk with a great cutback.
Call it a gain of 16. 1st and 10 Muskies on their own 33. Muskies with Twins right. And Twins left. And now Frazier goes to the left side on first down. This one goes to Jack Falk on the left side. They stack him up. Jackson's still fighting for yardage, and he gets out over the 35. And they're going to spot it near the 37. We'll call it a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's a good run. It didn't get as much as the last time, but 4 yards. And what's the Coach Lombardi always said? If you can get 4 at a time, it's a first down.
That's exactly right. Frazier and Vasquez to the left, Ashley and Zeck to the right. 2nd and 6 Muskies from their own 37. Just underway. No score. Back to pass, Carson Orr. He looks downfield, flares it to Ashley. Gavin, 35-40. Ashley dances out over the 45. A first down Muscatine on a little bubble play out to the 48-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 11, first down Muskies.
And the thing you love about a receiver who's willing to come inside on that tunnel screen, the rocket screen, get into the middle of the field and fight for the first down. Gavin's a wrestler. He's a tough kid. He's not just a speedster outside. He'll get inside and fight for that extra yardage.
1st and 10 Muskies. This time it's Nimley. Nimley fights over left tackle, maybe a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 to the 49. Good opening drive for the Muskies. 10 minutes to play in the first, no score.
Nice play by the nose tackle for Clinton there to push back the line of scrimmage and keep that hole from developing.
Trips left for the Muskies on 2nd down and 9. Nimley in the backfield with Carson Orr.
Tight end look here.
Orr gets to Nimley over the right side. Over midfield, that closed quickly. Might have gained 2 to the 49. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Muskies.
Nice tackle there by the corner. Wilkins crashing back in for the River Kings. And here's what I like about Muscatine's tempo. They're on schedule. They're keeping the tempo up. The play's coming in. They're not having to rush. And it's allowing Ord a chance to read the defense.
Ashley and Vasquez left this time. Frazier in motion across formation. Zek to the right. Orr rolls to his left on third down. Carson looks downfield. He's going to take a shot for Ashley, and it's complete but out of bounds. And it's going to be 4th down and 7 Muskies. So it's an incomplete pass. We'll see what Jake Mueller does here.
Muscatine going into the wind here. So this is one of those situations where 15 years ago this is a no-brainer, it's punting, but as analytics in football has changed, this may become a situation where you go for it. It looks like the punt team is coming out.
And Jake hates to punt. And the Muskies gained a yard on the spot there, Joel. I always seem to point that on a broadcast, but they gained a full yard on the spot there. So maybe Jake should go for it. It's going to be 4th and 6 according to that.
Well, it looks like the chain, the box got taken out there.
Carson Porty will punt. And Parker deep. Parker runs underneath it. Now he's going to let it drop, and it's just going to go out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. So a kick of 26 yards, and Clinton will take over first down on their own 23, their first possession. 8:59 to play in the first, and we have no score.
Yeah, again, like I said, get on schedule, get some yards, get some field position now. Muscatine, no points in that first series, but they were able to do some things offensively, and they actually made Clinton change how they were going to defend. They started out press man. They realized they may have had some mismatches out there that weren't going to favor them. They softened the coverage up, and that should open up the running game for Muscatine.
Clinton goes trips right on first down. Hardwick in the backfield with Lemke. And this one's going to go to Hardwick over the left side. He's out near the 22, and Jackson Falk with the hammer.
Big stick there by number 5. Reading his guards, flowing right, and just getting right ahead of that ball carrier, and that's a form tackle.
He gained 1, and that was a form tackle. It'll be 2nd and 9 as Jackson Falk bringing the lumber on that one. Trips right on 2nd and 9. Lemke has him at the line of scrimmage. Boysen wide right. And there's Magruders in the slot right.
So Clinton comes out. They look at the defensive formation. They call their play.
And there's a keeper, this time Lemke, and it's strung out by Jonah Cook. Down he goes for a loss. Cook stayed home on that one, Joel.
Yes, he did. Jonah Cook has really picked up his game the last couple of weeks. I've really noticed him as I've been watching more and more. He's getting more comfortable. He's coming off of that injury that plagued him at the beginning of the season, and he's really coming into his own. He's an instinctive football player, and his feet are finally getting under him as he's following his keys.
3-yard loss. That'll bring up 3rd and 12 for Clinton back on their own 21. 7:50 and ticking here in the first quarter. No score. If you're in the neighborhood, stop out. Beautiful night for football. One of the best October nights I can remember calling these games. Back to pass Lemke. Sets his feet, throws it down over the middle. Incomplete. Had a man. Boysen a little low, but a catchable ball at the 40. And Clinton will have to kick this one away.
Yeah, and great coverage, actually. Their levels covered there. I would have taken a perfect throw, and Lemke just didn't make it.
Ashley, the single Muskie receiver deep, stands on about his own 35-yard line.
And as we suspected, they kind of have this regular formation that Lemke backs up and punts out of.
Lemke stands on his own 12. He gets the snap, and there's the approach and the kick. And it's a good high kick, and Ashley calls for a fair catch but lets it hit. Look at the Clinton roll. This one's going to drop inside the 5 and down near the 4-yard line. What a punt by Lemke. Ashley was looking like he was going to catch that one, did not catch it.
I wonder if he lost it somewhere in the sky or something like that, because it was a very high kick. It got above the lights. That can be a challenge sometimes in fielding that punt.
A 74-yard punt with a roll, Joel, with the wind at his back.
It was about a 38-yard roll.
Yeah. Nonetheless, great field position. The Muskies backed up will take over. 1st and 10 on their own 5-yard line. You're right. That ball landed around the 35 or 30. Took a huge hop and just kept rolling. Nimley in the backfield now on first down. Ashley wide left. Tak Portilla slot left. And the Muskies go twins right with Zach and Will Zillig now. And then Zillig shifts over to the left edge. They give it to Nimley. Big hole on the right side. Tim to the 10, 15, 20. Gets to the edge, 25, 30. Down the sideline and knocked out of bounds on a nice hit by Clinton by Henderson. But Timmy Nimley ran it out over the 40 to the 41-yard line, a 36-yard gain on first down.
Great call by Jake Mueller, head football coach and offensive coordinator. Formation them into an odd look, and then run back weak. And nimbly he got the blocks from the receivers and the edge, and he was just gone.
Twins right, twins left. This one goes to Folk over the left side. Jack taken down at near the 45. A nice gain of 4 on first down and a flag. And I thought I saw a face mask.
Yeah, I think that's a face mask. Looks like the left hand of the linebacker creeped up into the face mask for Jackson. But you never know.
And it is face mask on Clinton. So the Muskies going to get some free yardage here.
That 5-yard variety. So looks like that comes from the end of the run.
That'll step it out right at midfield. So the Muskies now will have 2nd and 1 from midfield, the long one, as Jack Folk with a 4-yard run and a 5-yard face mask flag. They go trips left on 2nd down. 7 minutes left in the first, no score. Orr gets a snap. Carson back to pass. Going to take a shot to Ashe. He's got him. And it's complete at the 20. Ashe to the 15, 10, 5. And taken down out of bounds at the 2. That's a great ball by Carson Orr.
There's that man-to-man coverage. We knew that was going to be available to Muscatine with Ashley's speed. Orr threw a perfect ball over the outside shoulder, keeping it inbounds, keeping him inbounds. And then Ashley, just like Top Gun, slammed on the brakes, and they all flew right by, and he got to the 3-yard line.
The Top Gun reference. Trips right for the Muskies. 1st and goal from the 2, and Action Jackson in at quarterback. And Nolan Bell is in at running back. This should be fun here. Nolan Bell, and he gets the handoff straight up the gut. Bell fight for the end zone, and he's short. He gets a yard out of it. And Nolan Bell, a dream come true for a D lineman carrying the rock.
The reigning heavyweight champ in the Mississippi Athletic Conference, Nolan Bell, playing tailback here. A little refrigerator Perry. This is almost like, do we call this the Belldozer?
6'3", exactly, 6'3", 280, and a ferocious competitor. Bell gained just shy of a yard, so it's 2nd and goal just outside the 1. And the Muskies tight end right, twins left on 2nd down and goal. Falk gets a snap, gives to Bell again, and they submarine him, and he throw him for a loss of 1. Trying to get him in on senior night, and Jake Mueller, this is great play. This is fun for the kids.
Absolutely, and if it works, it's brilliant. I think they're going to keep going with it. And now he's a big decoy, so maybe just give it to him again. They may not expect you to give it to him 300, and now he's going to lead the way.
They should need to do the play-action pass and throw it to him in the flat. It's 3rd down and goal. Muskies now from the 3. Folk gets a snap. Jack fumbles a snap. Rushes on. Folk breaks a tackle. Down he goes, and he's down at the 6. Or they're going to spot it at the 5, so the Muskies on 3 carries lose 3 yards, and it's 4th and goal now from the 5.
Absolutely, I think you still go for it in this situation. Worst case scenario, you turn it over on downs. You're giving your opponent a 95-yard field. Get the points. Overcome that large punt, and then show you can put a 95-yard drive together.
Twins left, twins right. 4th and goal, Muskies. Jackson Folk remains at quarterback. Jack gets a snap, fakes it to Nimley. He's going to keep it on the zone read, and down he goes. And the Muskies on 4 downs from the 2 lose 3 yards, and Clinton takes over from their own 5-yard line. And Joel, the Muskies flip field 90 yards, but they're bittersweet yards when they couldn't cash in.
Yeah, and that's where you just have to prepare and flush it. There's no points on the board, but now the defense has a great opportunity to keep the field position in Muscatine's favor, or maybe get a defensive score with the safety, or force them into a bad throw and maybe a pick 6 here. Happens all the time in the opposite with the goalpost at your back.
Muskies with their first time 4 plays inside the First National Bank red zone. Scott Ingstad and the great people at First National Bank sponsoring our red zone calls all season long. 1st and 10, Clinton now on their own 5-yard line. 4:44 to play in the first, no score. Lemke fakes to Hardwick. He rolls to his right, looks downfield, shoots, got a man complete to Parker. He dances at the 20, 25, out over the 30, or near the 30 where he's taken down. A nice pitch and catch, 25 yards, and that was complete from Lemke to Jordan Parker.
Really nice play there by Clinton to get Lemke moving off the play action, and a nice easy throw. They were attacking all 3 levels of the sideline there, and it was just kind of playing monkey in the middle with the secondary.
So Clinton hits on a big play on first down. Lemke's had a nice season for the River Kings. Very capable quarterback. Now Clinton goes twins to the short side of the field. And they've got a fullback. And this time they give to Hardwick over the left side. Cook strings it out, but he cuts back. And he's going to gain about 5 or 6 yards. And boy, Clinton pushing the pile. Good drive by 84 and 54. A couple linemen, a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Yeah, nice cutback there by the running back. Cookie did a good job of turning it in. They just had the backside pursuit blocked pretty well there.
McManus and Gallant with excellent push behind him to keep moving the pile an extra 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 2 River Kings from their own 38.
And Hardwick's not a big bruising back, but he's shown he's got some quick lateral movement in him.
Twins left for the River Kings, and there's Lemke. Gives to Hardwick over the right side, and he fights it out near the 40. Looks like he's going to get a first down. Gain of 2. It'll be 1st and 10 if they spot this where he got to, and they did. First down Clinton from their own 40.
Yeah, nice inside, almost like a trap play there out of the shotgun. It's amazing how these teams, they look like they're going to run this zone read, but they're really running the old double wing power and trap and things. They just spread it out to get there.
Football's changed a lot from the old 3 yards in a cloud of dust days. Twins left for the River Kings on 1st and 10 from their own 40. Lemke flares it out, and it's incomplete as that was overshot to Parker, and Tak Portilla was the closest man to it.
I think Tia was surprised that ball was even in play for him. I think coming out of Lemke's hand, he didn't quite see it. It looked like Lemke didn't get the seams on the low snap and let one sail on him.
2nd and 10 now, River Kings. 3:09 to play in the first. No score from Muscatine Community Stadium. Senior night for Muskie Fall athletes. There's Lemke, gives to Hardwick over the right side, runs into Folk at the 43 and powers to the 44. It'll be 3rd and 6.
Hardwick kind of returning the favor from that first play of the game where Folk got him dead to rights. He lowered that shoulder and he wasn't backing down.
That's a great example, Joel, of low man wins, and Hardwick won that one. Jack pounded him on the first play of the game. 3rd down and 6 for the River Kings. Big play for the Muskie defense.
Muscatine lined up in their 3-4.
Lemke gets the play, makes an adjustment, and here we go. Back to pass, sets his feet, shoots over the middle, got a man complete, and he's going to score 5, touchdown. And that was complete on the play. Ty Magruder on a 56-yard pitch and catch, straight over the middle, and once he broke the first tackle, he outran everybody into the end zone with 2:24 left. In the first quarter, it's Clinton 6 and the Muskies nothing.
Just a nice post route. Lemke put it right on him where he didn't even have to move. Just caught it right in stride and leveraged the safety, and it was off to the races.
Lemke on for the PAT, and there's the kick, and it's good. That kick, PAT sponsored by YSF. 2:24 to play in the first. It's 7-zip River Kings. We're stepping away for 30 seconds. This is Muskie football. Muscatine Community Stadium, Lemke with the kick, and this is a lower one. And Tia takes it right at the goal line into the end zone. So it'll be a touchback, 2:24 left. Touchdown recap was a 56-yard touchdown pass from Brennan Lemke to Ty Magruder of 56 yards on 3rd and 6. PAT good, and they lead the Muskies 7-zip.
Yeah, it was just a well-designed play. Outside receiver. They ran it out with the slot receiver, isolating the safety, and then the post route just came right on the inside. Well-thrown ball, thrown on time, and unfortunately, they have good plays drawn up, too.
Yes, they do. Tia and Zach to the right. Ashley wide left, and now we've got a flag before the snap, a pre-snap penalty here, and it's going to be offsides on Clinton. So the Muskies get a free 5. It'll be 1st and 5 from their own 25.
Good way to start off a series to come back and tie the game.
If you just joined us, the Muskies took their last drive, started at their own 5-yard line. 2 big plays had at 1st and goal from the Clinton 2-yard line, and they failed to score. 1st and 5 now from their own 25. And there's a give to Nimley over the right side, and Timmy gets it out near the 30, near a first down, depending on the spot.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give him the first down here. Nice. They're seeing something there on that right side of the line that they feel good about.
And it is a first down, a 5-yard run by Nimley, who busted off a 36-yarder earlier.
Again, just a freshman.
Just a freshman. Bright future for Tim Nimley. Muskies twins left, and now they give to Nimley. Nimley over the left side, and he's taken to the ground. Short gain of a couple. Nice play by the big defensive tackle, Peyton Brunson there.
He's played really well so far. He's had a couple plays where he's turned the line of scrimmage.
Muskies have a man down here, and let's see who this is. Nicole Calvert and Quinn Morris, the senior, as he trots out the field. Cheerleaders we've got for senior night: Hannah McGordy, Aviva Morris, Evelyn Perez, Elizabeth Smith, and Teresa Taylor. Thank you, and great job being Muskie senior cheerleaders on senior night. We'll get to some of the football guys as the game goes on.
Some of our great sponsors: Affordable Metal Manufacturing, Muscatine Lumber, and Westside Store, and Godfather's Pizza, bringing the broadcast to you folks today as well.
Trips right for the Muskies. Second down, and we'll call it 8 from the 32-yard line. Orr and Nimley in the backfield. 1:40 left in the first. The River Kings 7, the Muskies nothing. Orr back to pass. Looks, sets his feet, throws in the flats. Got Ashley. And Gavin fights for the first down, but he's going to be short at the 39. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, nice play out of that trips formation. And Gavin, the outside receiver, drives the corner upfield. The two inside receivers carry on a post and go route. And Gavin just comes right back to the quarterback. Nice completion for Muscatine.
Muskies looking to the sideline for their 3rd down and 1 play call here. They go trips right. Ashley all by himself to the left. And Nimley lines up right behind Orr. Zillig now in motion. And now they give to Nimley over the left side. Timmy spins out of a tackle at the 40 to the 45 and out near midfield. Fumble, I believe. No, he did not fumble. I thought I saw the ball pop out, but it didn't.
It looks like it was just a scrum, and Nimley's so low to the ground. That's a way of saying he gets short. But he's got really good balance. He's got a strong base, and he's just great spin move there in the hole to get that first down.
Gain of 10 on the play. Chad Yoakum's got this on Channel 9 all weekend, 10, 3, and 8, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Channel 9 or 709 on your HD package. My eyes might be deceiving me. I thought that was shaken loose. There's Nimley over midfield to the 49 in Clinton territory. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 Muskies.
Again, I think Coach Mueller is trying to establish their game plan. They're not getting desperate. They want to run the ball. They want to throw the ball, be balanced, and just keep prying and prodding this defense, figuring out what's going to break for them.
And that's going to be the final play of the first quarter. Folks, we've played 1. It's Clinton 7 and the Muskies nothing. Back at Muscatine Community Stadium, 1 quarter in the books. And I want to make a mention, as it was mentioned over the speaker here, the Muskie freshman football team completed an undefeated season. Great job. They defeated Mount Pleasant tonight in Mount Pleasant, 20-12. And I believe that was their sophomore squad or JV squad they took on tonight. Unbelievable effort by the Muskie freshman team to go undefeated. Hats off and bright futures of those young men. There's a screen to Falk in the middle of the field. Jackson Falk at the 15, 10. Cuts it back inside the 10 near the 5 and down. And we got another face mask flag. So the Muskies will get half the distance. A great call on 2nd and 8. 44-yard pitch and catch from Orr.
Great angle route out of the backfield. They've been running man-to-man, catch the linebackers flat-footed, and Jackson was just on his way to the end zone, just got caught up by those fast safeties there for Clinton.
Big play, 44 yards from Orr to Folk. The penalty moves it inside the 3 at the 2.5, and the Muskies once again 1st and goal. Now just outside the 2. Folk remains, or steps back in a quarterback in short yardage here. Nimley lines up right to Jack's left.
Or threw a perfect ball on that route.
Falk barks out the signals. He's going to keep it on the read. Jack straight up the gut, fights for the end zone.
Touchdown!
And it is touchdown Muskies. Jackson Falk with 11:27 to play in the second quarter. And the Muskies trail 7-6 now.
Yeah, just quarterback power play. You've got a kid who starts the season quarterback, then finishes at tailback. Just give him the ball inside the 2.
Give him the rock. Kobe Vasquez on. Let's see if the Muskies going with a gadget here. And now they're going more traditional for the PAT. Kobe Vasquez here on senior night.
Good snap here.
Good snap, good hold by Orr, and the kick by Kobe is through. 11:27 left in the first half. We're tied at 7. We're stepping away for 37. Back at Muscatine Community Stadium, and following the big 44-yard pass play on 2nd and 8 from Carson Orr to Jack Falk. Falk runs it in from about 3 yards out. Kobe Vasquez of the PAT. 11:27 left in the first half, and we're all tied up at 7.
Sycamore Printing, great sponsor of Muskie football with Community Bank and Trust, Temp Associates, and Monsanto.
There's the kick, and it's going to be Parker. He's at the 20, 25, cuts it to the left out near the 30-yard line before he's taken down. And that play was actually number 5 on the carry that time, Ty Magruder, with a nice return.
We've seen how dangerous he can be in the open field on that long pass play for me. Big series here for the Muskie defense, trying to regain another possession here to counter the possession that was stolen from Muscatine earlier.
Stay tuned at halftime. Hy-Vee Halftime Show. Sophomore coach Mike True will join us as his sophomores played well. Got a 48-17 win tonight over Clinton to improve to 2-7 on the season. Clinton comes out now 1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line. All tied at 7.
This might be a gadget play here based on the formation. We've got an offensive tackle uncovered. Okay, so they're either timeout. I wasn't sure if they had some sort of tackle eligible thing called here or what. Looks like they just had the wrong
personnel, because they do run. You're right. They've got a timeout immediately. Mention some of the Muskie seniors go down. Gavin Ashley, son of Eric Lee, and Laura Ashley. And Gavin, great kid, great athlete. I've followed him in the baseball program the last few years, played with my son Jake. And what a great athlete. He didn't go out for football a year ago, and he was a terrific freshman and sophomore, athlete, player, good wrestler, scrappy kid. He came out basically the first day of practice this year. Coach Mueller talked to him. He came out, sat out the first game in the first quarter of the second game, and from then on been a huge contributor, and it's been great having him playing football this season for the Muskies.
It's just it's something to say. I have guys who I know who didn't do that, and then they still regret it 17 years later.
Correct.
And it's good that he's not going to have that to say.
No.
And it's good to see him. He's having such a successful season. And even if he wasn't having a successful season, he's out there with his friends. And that's really what this game is all about. It's playing with your buddies.
Absolutely. Won't mention others. Nolan Bell, son of Daryl and Melissa Bell. Nolan Bell came up late in his sophomore season, I think the last game of the year, then played in the playoff game and really showed what he was worth, and has been a defensive stalwart for the Muskies ever since. And there's sometimes he's literally unblockable. I don't care who we play. He's always got to be accountable.
Did he block a field goal in that playoff game?
Yes, he did. As a true sophomore. There's a give to Hardwick over the left side, and he fights out near the 35-yard line. So he's playing not only his final home game, but his final game as the Muskies will not go to the playoffs. Cameron Christensen, of course, we talked about him in a pregame, unable to play football. And but Coach Mueller got him a jersey to wear tonight, so he's dressed out. And what an unbelievable kid. And he was the homecoming king this year and meant a lot to the Muskie football program over the years. Going to be missed greatly. Cameron Christensen, great young man. Carter Frazier, one of the Frazier boys, the son of Robert Frazier and Laura Krieger. And there's a give to Hardwick again over the left side. The Muskies spin him down for a loss of 1. It'll be 3rd and 6 from the 34. And also twin Noah Frazier, son of Robert Frazier and Laura Krieger. And those two kids have committed. You know, I can never tell them apart. Thank goodness you weren't numbers because, you know, I don't know which is which. But those guys have been dedicated and certainly a huge asset to the Muscatine Muskie football program. Jackson Falk, Action Jackson, and Jack Falk had known Jack since he was a little snot-nosed kid. And what a competitor, a 3-sport athlete, which is unbelievably difficult to do. The son of Chris Falk and Katie Harrigan, Paul Harrigan. He is just a phenomenal competitor. And he's always going to, there's a great pass and a great catch down the sideline, and they're going to mark that good.
If he caught it.
Boy, what an unbelievable effort to get a foot down as I'm going through my seniors, and that's number 30 on the play, Patrick Mulholland. And it's going to be a first down Clinton at the Muskie 41-yard line, a gain of 25. Unbelievable pitch and catch there. But Jack Falk will go from this right into basketball and into baseball. Never a day off, and certainly, you know, a 3-year starter, played linebacker as a sophomore and junior. This year he's played just about everywhere they need him, and he's never complained. He straps it up and moves forward. Great job, Jack. Back to the game, 1st and 10. We got more Muskies to talk about. From the 41, Hardwood gets this one straight up the gut, and he's met in a hole right there. Gage Young on the tackle for the Muskies, along with a nice stick in there for the Muskies, number 48. And folks, I don't have a 48 on my roster.
Yeah, they've got. I don't know if they have different uniform numbers with some of them with the black jerseys.
They may have. I might be Tony Nitzel, because Tony always wore 58. Let's say it was Tony, and it looks like him. So I think it was Tony Nitzel. Sorry, Tony, but 48's not the number you usually wear.
And when we were talking about some of the seniors, Emmanuel Say had a great play. The Muskies' leading tackler coming up and stopping an outside run.
There's this. Lemke's going to keep this one. He goes to the left side, and he's going to get down to the ground as a short gain down to the 40. It'll bring up 3rd down and 9.
I thought I saw a fumble on the exchange there, and some of his old coaching instincts just came out.
Ball! That happens. That's all right. 3rd down and 9, Clinton on the Muskie 40. 8:45 left in the first half, and we're all tied up at 7 on senior night from Muscatine Community Stadium. Ethan King. Sorry, Joel. I just want to. Ethan King, son of Brett King, Kyle and Ann Barnhart. Ethan King's a 2-year starter. He started at center a year ago. This year they bounced him to left tackle. So he's played every game in the O-line the last 2 seasons. Just done a terrific job for the Muskies up front. And now we've got another timeout, Joel. So we're going to leave it right here. 8:21 left. Now that's the second one they burnt here in the first half.
Yeah, on this drive.
On this drive, exactly. Back to pass Lemke on 3rd and 9. Sets plenty of time. Now he rolls to the right. Takes a deep shot downfield. Muskies are there, but it's caught. What a play by the receiver, number 1, Jalen Boyson. Just out-jumped everybody, Joel, at the 3. Turned and ran into the end zone. On 3rd and 9, a 40-yard touchdown strike from Brennan Lemke to Jaden Boyson.
That's just a Hail Mary.
Jalen Boyson.
That was literally a Hail Mary.
Yeah, you're right.
Threw it up into coverage, said a prayer before it came down.
So just like that, the River Kings back on top.
All Seasons Glass, Bogey Motors, Trucks Unlimited, and Bosch Pest Control, proud sponsors of Muskie football this season. Kobe Vasquez in play, trying to just be like a goalkeeper there and punch it out like he does during the soccer season, but that's what you call high pointing the ball, and Clinton executed that pretty well.
Back at Muscatine Community Stadium in Clinton with a 40-yard scoring strike from Brennan Lemke to Jalen Boyson of 40 yards with 8:12 left in the first half. They lead the Muskies 14-7. And now they'll kick off again as Talkport T and Ashley deep at the 5. And this kickoff, and all kickoffs always sponsored by Muscatine Lumber. And always want to give a shout out, of course, to Uptown Motors for sponsoring our broadcast booth. The fine people at Uptown Motors. Another senior for the Muskies, Cody Murdoch. Cody Murdoch, one of those young men along with Ramiro Nava. They don't have an opportunity to play a whole lot, but the coaches love their dedication to this program. Tia gets it at the 10, 15, 20. Talkport cuts it up to the 30, and he's hit hard and down right at the 32, where the Muskies will take over. But those two young men have dedicated a lot of time, practice time, scout squad, and they do get some playing time late in games, but their dedication, and Jake Mueller's always said it best, you know, if we're just about winning and losing, then we're not doing our jobs as coaches. They try to develop character and class in young men, and they've certainly got that in those two young men. Caleb Paul, go ahead, Joel.
You can't have a football program without guys like that. You need those scout team performers. You need those people who will do the dirty work, do the little things, so that everyone else continues to develop and the culture and the program move forward.
No doubt. Carter Frazier in motion. They give this one to Nimley. Nimley breaks the tackle, 35. Timmy with the big legs runs it out near the 40. We're going to call it a gain of 8, 2nd and 2. And Boy, what a bright future for the freshman, Tim Nimley.
I feel like that's a hashtag in the making. Timmy with the big legs.
But look, you can see him from here.
Oh, yeah, he's built like
massive.
A 30-year-old man from the waist down. His legs are huge.
Yeah, boy, 2nd down and 2 Muskies from their own 40. Need to put some points on here as they go trips left, and they have a tight end in the game to the right. Carson Orr in the backfield. Nimley's had a lot of success on the ground early on. There's Orr back to pass, sets his feet, steps up, rush, and he's down at the 34. Quarterback sack that time. On the edge, a blitzing player, number 12 for Clinton, on a nice play.
It brought the
Ethan Wilkins.
Brought the pressure off the edge. Muscatine had the defenders to pair, the offenders to pick that up, but as he stepped up, pressure coming from the defensive tackle position to take Carson down.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 8 Muskies now from their own 34 as they go trips right. Vasquez Frazier to the right, along with Zach Ashley all by himself to the left. Gavin on the short side of the field, and they've got a man shading his way, and now Jake Mueller wants a timeout. Kobe Vasquez leaving it all in the field here on senior night. Muskies now 3rd and 8. The Orr fumbles the snap, falls on. Down he goes at the 31. Going to lose 3 more. It's 4th and 11, and the Muskies are going to punt this football away.
Yeah, Muscatine just not looking very sharp on that offensive possession. Let's see if we can get a nice wind-aided punt here and pin Clinton back deep.
Clock is running now. It's 6:40 to play, and Clinton will take over with an opportunity to add on to their 7-point lead. Bordy on to punt for the Muskies.
Drops the snap.
And he drops the snap. Parker back, and Parker going to wait, and there's the bounce, and he takes it to 26. He dances outside to the 30 and shoved out of bounds by Takportia. And on senior night, want to make sure we mention Gage Young.
He's been really impressive playing his outside linebacker, or the weak side linebacker position there next to Falk side by side, and just we almost got to be prophets there. He almost stuck his nose right in there. It was a good cutback there by Lemke to avoid the tackle.
But Jackson Falk wrestles him down, and Jack took him in a football down, trying to strip there. Gain of 1, we'll call it 2nd down and 9 for Clinton on the 35-yard line.
Big thank you to First National Bank, Hy-Vee Youth Sports Foundation, and CBI Bank and Trust for their support of Muskie football all season long.
There you have it, folks. Went through every name on senior night. Certainly proud of our Muskies. Lemke with a fake, gives to Hardwick over the left side, and he dances out to the 38-yard line where Nolan Bell, Jonah Cook, and Jack Falk are waiting for him.
One thing I'm seeing, they're getting a couple yards in the running game, but it's not easy yardage. Muscatine forcing them to cut back against the grain where that pursuit is coming. So the outside edges of the Muskie defensive front 7 are really doing a nice job of turning everything back in where they have help.
Joel, I wonder if Chad Yoakum can check this out. They're holding up signs for the offensive play call, and there's Mini Python, there's a picture of Sugar Ray Leonard, and there's a sign that says Old Miss. So if you can tell me what they're calling here, I'd love to know. Lemke rolls out to the left, throws, and it's incomplete, dropped. It would have been a 1st down. But that's unique. Obviously, they've got some sort of indicator what they're using.
Now, the coaching staff at Clinton, their head coach, comes from a college background. He's been on Division I staffs at Michigan State, Miami of Ohio. But I do know a lot of teams that run those systems, and those signs are actually usually decoys. Yeah. They're to get your attention looking at that, and then they're signaling something in from underneath it. So
4th and 5. It's curious because then they had Mini Denver. They had Ole Miss again, and I'm not sure what. Now they got Gator BOA.
So they're calling yeah. So it's either formation, so this is a punt situation.
That's awesome. There's the punt. It's a low one, and it's going to be stopped dead right at the 34. So the Muskies, good field position, 4:58 left in the first. Clinton 14 and the Muskies 7. Big drive here for the Muskie offense to tie this before the half.
Yeah, and force them to make a mistake.
1st and 10 Muskies from their own 34-yard line. Muskie receivers are tight this time. Vasquez and Ashley left. Zillig now in motion, sets up to the left. And Orr rolls to his left. Looks downfield, got a man, and it's overshoots Kobe Vasquez at the 47 on a late flag.
I think we're going to have an eligible man downfield. Looks like number 71 creeped. It looks like Ethan King may have gotten past the zone he's allowed to get past as an offensive lineman.
So it'll be first down and 15 for the Muskies. 4:53 and ticking here in the first half. Clinton 14 and the Muskies 7. Orr gives to Nimley. Tim straight up the gut. Clinton's waiting for him. Going to be a short gain, a 2 or 3. We'll call it 3 to the 32. It'll bring up 2nd and 12.
It's really good to see Will Zillig back in the game there after what we thought was a really serious knee injury at the beginning of the season, and doing a nice job leading the way, blocking from the tight end position for Muscatine.
No doubt about it, and you're right. When that happened with Will early in the year, I thought he'd be done for the year, but he's back, and that's a credit to him. Twins on each side. Falk now goes in motion as it's empty. Orr back to pass. Carson throws it out. He's got Ashley. Gavin needs a block, hits it from Falk, and he's out over the 40 and right at the 40-yard line. So it's going to be a gain of about 8, and that'll bring up 3rd and 4, very manageable for the Muskies.
Really nice completion, pitch and catch there from Orr to Ashley. Get him in a position where he can catch the ball and do something with it after the catch and make it a more third and manageable situation.
That almost looked like a hook and lateral being set up there, Joel.
I was wondering, yeah.
Because Falk got ahead of him, but Gavin was looking back at him. So I'm not sure if that's not something that they may look at or if that was the play. Trips right on 3rd down. 3rd and 4 Muskies from the 40.
It could be where they were seeing how they adjusted to it and how they covered it.
Back to pass, Carson Orr shoots it out. He's got a man, Ashley. First down at about the 47. We'll call it the 48-yard line. A gain of 8, 1st and 10 Muskies.
Really nice play there. They've softened that coverage ever since Parker got beat deep by Ashley, and so they're just going to take what they're giving him and run that hook.
Trips right, Ashley left, 1st and 10 Muskies. 4 minutes to play in the half. Orr back to pass, sets, steps up. He's got Ashley down the left side, overshoots him at the 25. Really good coverage on the play by Parker as he ran stride for stride with Gavin Ashley.
Yeah, doing a nice job on his hip turn, does Parker. He gets his hands involved, not interference, but does enough to distract and impede the route. And that's a good matchup I think we're going to be watching for the next half here.
2nd and 10 Muskies from the 48-yard line. Nimley in the backfield now behind Orr. Trips right on 2nd down. Zillig at tight end to the left. They give to Nimley. Nimley's hit low and taken down. No gain on the play. Good pursuit. Number 12 busted the gap. Ethan Wilkins made the initial contact. Good play by Wilkins.
Wilkins has really been all over the field for them today. He's playing a very strong game from it. It's almost like he's playing like a bandit type position. He's a hybrid safety linebacker, and he's lining up all over the field.
Twins right for the Muskies. 3rd down and 10 from the 48-yard line. Big play for the offense with 3:20 ticking away in the first half. Orr rolls to his right, shovel pass to Ashley, and he drops it incomplete at the 46-yard line. It'll bring up 4th and 10. And there's a flag on the play.
Looks like holding, maybe? Oh,
and they wave the flag off. Okay. No flag on the play, Joel.
I think that was a situation where maybe he thought it was a fumble, and so he meant to throw his beanbag and threw his flag instead. Either way, big thank you to Community Bank and Trust, Temp Associates, Monsanto, and Muscatine Lumber for their support of Muscatine football all season long.
Parker walks back inside his 20-yard line to receive the Carson Bordy punt. Wind at his back. Bordy almost blocked. And this one's going to drop at the 10 and roll into the end zone for the touchback. So a nice punt of 52 yards, but it's a touchback. So Clinton will take it 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
A good punt by Carson. Just didn't get the backup bounce. Didn't quite have the Zach Johnson sandwich there.
I wish I had the Zach Johnson sandwich.
I do off the tee. I hit it about 90 yards.
I wish I had the driver, the putter, everything Zach Johnson does. 3:09 left. Muskie defense needs a quick stop here to get the ball back. In the first half, Clinton leads the Muskies 14-7. Stay tuned at the Hy-Vee halftime show. Mike Truitt will be in to talk about his sophomore squad, and Ben Nitzel will break down half number 1 of this one. There's Lemke. He's going to keep it, runs over the left side, and he's hit hard and dropped for a short gain of a couple. Nolan Bell on the backside of that tackle.
You've got me now trying to figure out if there's a pattern in the cards that are being called over there. See if I can somehow decipher their
Mini Python. I don't know who this character is. I'm not sure. And then Rebels is the new one. This is outstanding. I hope this and the fact that the Clinton River King mascot who came down tonight, folks, you got to see this guy. This is a great mascot. You know, I don't know where he is right now. He's probably at the concession. Oh, there he is. There's Lemke, gives straight up to Hardwick again. He fights out over the 25 to the 28. So it'll bring up 3rd and short, and the Muskies burn a timeout.
Again at La Morelia Mexican Restaurant, 810 Park Avenue in the Lincoln Center.
Back at Muscatine Community Stadium, and there's a run by Hardwick that we just missed, and he's short of the first down. Another timeout, Muskies. We're going to leave right here. It'll be 4th and 2 for Clinton on their own 28-yard line. 2:22 left in the half. Lemke back, and he will step back to punt this one. They're not going to go for it here, up 7. And now he gets back into more of a punt formation. Trying to draw is exactly what they're trying to do, is draw the Muskies offside. Now they burn a timeout. Fine folks here. Steve Wieskamp always sits 4 or 5 rows ahead of us at these games, so shout out to those guys.
And his son Sam led the sophomores to a nice win.
Yes, they did. Great job, Sammy, and all those sophomores. There's Lemke with a kick. Muskies put pressure on, and this one's a short kick way out of bounds.
Looks like about the 46-yard line.
And they are still walking. Joel, you missed it by a yard. The 47-yard line. Great field position for the Muskies. Wind at their back. And an opportunity to cash in here before the half.
Yeah, really good opportunity to get the ball on the positive side of the field here with just under 2 minutes to go, or just over 2 minutes to go here in the first half. This is exactly what they drew up when they started calling those timeouts.
1st and 10 Muskies on the River King 47. Ashley left, Vasquez and Zek to the right. Tim Nimley in the backfield. Orr gets a snap. He gives to Nimley over the left side. He's strung out and hit hard in the hole. Nowhere to go. No gain on the play. Clinton was waiting for him. It'll be 2nd and 10 Muskies.
One thing that's been impressive so far this half for both teams is there's no turnovers. Both teams are very susceptible to turnovers coming into this game, and both teams protecting the ball.
Very clean half. Orr back to pass. Sets. Now he flares out to Nimley. He catches it down to 45. Close to a first down, but I think he stepped out short of it. They're going to spot this at the 39-yard line, so a gain of 9. It'll be 3rd and 1.
And it's little things. That extra 2 yards that just came from Gavin Ashley, just giving a little side elbow block on a defensive back there, springing that extra yardage here and make a 3rd and short situation.
Call it 3rd and 2. Muskies go twins on each side, stacked. And they give the wrong way on the handoff, and Orr goes down. Orr went to his left. Nimley went to the other side. Orr went to his right. Nimley went left. And the Muskies are thrown for a loss back to the 44, a 5-yard loss. That'll bring up 4th and 7. Minute and a half to play, clock ticking. Muskies out of timeouts. They'll no doubt go for this one.
Go for it here.
Vasquez tight left formation in the slot. Frazier to the right. Back to pass. Carson Orr steps up into the pocket. Now he rolls to his right. Rushes on from the backside. Carson looks, and now he's going down on a hard hit out of bounds at the 48-yard line. So Orr loses another 3 or 4. The Muskies turn it over on downs. Line. Muskies can't cash in on that good field position.
Big thank you to Bogey Motors and Trucks Unlimited for sponsoring the broadcast.
Back to pass Lemke. Muskies blitz. He shoots it downfield. Got a man. Oh, and it hits him in the face, I think, and off his helmet as he turned around late, Joel. Otherwise, that's a touchdown as Boyson had beat his man down the left side, and the Muskies catch a break there.
That was just the wheel route. Caught Tim turning the wrong direction, getting some coaching from the upperclassman Jackson Falk there, helping him understand how he can avoid that in the future. Again, that's just a well-run route. Caught him right in the face mask.
2nd down and 10, Clinton from the 47, their own 47. Boyson already has a 40-yard touchdown reception. A Magruder a 56-yard touchdown reception. Parker in the slot left, Boyson right. Now they flare it out, and this one's up in the air, and it's incomplete. Good defense by Toc Portilla.
Tocport got his hand in there, and Vasquez was there over the top to deliver a shot to the wide receiver as well.
3rd and 10 Muskies, River Kings, 58.9 left in the first half.
They're clearly they have some tall receivers. She's not the tallest corner, so they're attacking that side of the field.
Boyson 6'2", 170. Magruder's 6'1", 161. You're right, Joel. Those are tall high school receivers here. Good athletes. There's Lemke. He's going to keep it over the left side. He's out near midfield, not out of bounds. Into Muskie territory at the 47. A gain of 6. It'll be 4th and 4. 54 seconds. Joel, you're 2 and 6. You got 4th and 4, but you're in the lead 14-7.
Oh, 100% go for it here.
Going for it here.
100%.
Clinton comes out, and they look like they are going to go for this. Parker and Magruder to the right. Boyson to the left. Hardwick in the backfield with Lemke.
Oh, he's going to back up.
And now he's backing up as though he's going to punt. And he is going to punt. So they're playing it safe, and they kick it, and it's going to have a nice Clinton roll and downed at about the 12-yard line. I think that's where they're going to mark it with 49 seconds to play. And now the whistle's blown. The clock had stopped, but the whistle hadn't blown, so there was a few seconds. So Muskie's got the benefit of that.
Well, Mitchell's doing a nice job of getting that time right on the clock.
1st and 10 Muskies, and they're going to down it here. And depending on the start of play on the play clock, that could be the final play of the first half. Stay tuned for the Hy-Vee halftime show. Coach Mike Truitt will join us, and they start the play clock, so Carson will have to knee it one more time. And that'll be the final play of the half. Folks, we've played one half. It's Clinton 14 and the Muscatine Muskies 7 here on senior night. We're going to step away for 2 minutes, and we'll be joined by Mike Truitt of the Muscatine sophomore football squad.
I am Diana Broderson, and I am your mayor. One of my focuses has been to encourage Muscatine youth to get involved with decision-making. Millennials see the world differently. However, they rarely feel heard. Decisions being made right now in the city of Muscatine will affect the future availability of housing choices and career opportunities for our current Muskies.
We are back at Muscatine Community Stadium, and thank you to Ben Netzel, Mike Truitt all season long. Parker and Magruder back for joining us at the half. John Sobers, as always, for statistics. Doc Hansen with his mother today, and God bless Mrs. Hansen. Hope everything's going well, and thanks to Doc for always pitching. And Kobe Vasquez will kick to start the second half. The Muskies trail 14-7. It's going to be Magruder on his 5. He's to the 10, to the right, 15, 20, 25, 30. Look out. He's got one man to beat, 35, 40, down the side midfield, 40, 30, 20, to the house, touchdown. Ty Magruder, 85 yards on the opening kickoff of the second half.
Not how you wanted to start the half for Muscatine, but you can't do anything about it.
So we'll call it 95. Sorry, Joel. I think he caught that on the 5. 11:44 to play in the third, and boy, that's a tough one to overcome, Joel, right out of the chute. 95-yard kickoff return by Ty Magruder. His second touchdown run of the night. He had a 56-yard reception earlier.
And we can see that in the first half that he's got that ability to break it free when he gets in the open field. Kick
is good for the PAT. Good football here in eastern Iowa. And Wilton, though, coming back in that game with Sigourney. There's a kick by Lemke. It's a squibber, and it's going to be taken, it looks like, by Manny Say at the 20s of the 25-30. And it looks like he goes down to a knee just over the 30. It'll be 1st and 10 Muskies right there. Senior night, 11:38 to play in the third, and Clinton leads the Muskies 21-7.
Big thank you to Sycamore Printing. They do a lot with the programs for the Muskies and everything. They just support the community in so many different ways with the printing needs. for sponsoring Muskie football all season long.
Cooper Zeck wide right, Vasquez slot right, and Gavin Ashley left for the Muskies on first down. Tim Nimley in the backfield with Carson Orr. Nimley takes over the right side. He's to the 35 and out to the 37. A good run of 6 on first down.
And that's what Muscatine needs to continue to do. Get good yardage on first down so they can not get behind the sticks like they did so much in the second quarter.
Second down and 4 Muskies from their own 37-yard line. We'll call it 3. It is out on the 38, so a gain of 7 for Timmy. Stack on each side for the Muskies. Orr gives to Nimley over the left side. He's strung down in the backfield. A nice play by number 7. Jalen Broughton got to him. No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Yeah, nice blitz there called by the River Kings, who just crossed the face of the offensive guard and blew the play up.
3rd and 3 Muskies. Important for their offense to keep the chains moving here. Twins right, Ashley left on 3rd and 3. Orr gets a snap. He gives to Nimley. Nimley strung out in the backfield. Down he goes. Clinton all over that one. And the Muskies now are going to have 4th down and 4 as he loses another yard. 35-yard line. Carson Bordy, the left footer with the punt, and it's a high kick. And it's going to hit the ground as they don't catch it. This one hopefully stops, and the Muskies chase it down. But it's into the end zone. Great hustle by Tumlinson. Nonetheless, Clinton takes over first 10 on their own 20. 9:54 to play in the third. And they lead the Muskies 21-7. There's Lemke on the keeper over the left side. He's at the 25, 30. He's got room. 35. There's a flag, and he's over midfield. And he's still on his feet as the Muskies don't get him out of bounds. There's probably coming back, but Lemke reaches for the end zone, and it's a touchdown, an 80-yard run. But there's holding on Clinton. Yes, holding does help the blocking look good. So that'll march it off, and we'll see where that ends up. And it's
going to be, it was right at the line of scrimmage, so we're going to have that ball back at the 10.
Should be 1st and 20 from the 10. Pending the walk-off, and there's the march back, so the Muskies get a break, and now the defense with an opportunity to hold and flip field position.
We'll see the conditioning of young Lemke, who just ran 80 yards. Let's see if he's winded.
This will be a handoff, and Mini Python, Sugar Ray Leonard, Old Miss up again on the signal cards. Chad Yoakum, I hope you got a picture of the Clinton River King mascot over there.
Yeah, it's not often your mascot takes a road trip with you, but it's one of the 12 students who took the trip for Clinton today.
Trips right for the River Kings. Hardwick in the backfield. He's going to get the handoff this time over the left side. He cuts it back over the 15, dances out over the 20 to about the 22, 23-yard line, and run a 13. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Good run. He's not letting the first tackler bring him down. That's been his key here.
Same formation on 2nd down. Clock ticking away at 9:15 in the third.
And this is where that tempo comes into play for Clinton. They want to go fast. They want to catch you, have to run a base defense, and then do whatever they want to do.
Muskies show blitz, and now there's Lemke on the keeper, and Say's waiting for him, and they get him to the ground short of the first down, but still a positive gain to the 29 of 6. It'll be 3rd and 1. Trips right, and Hardwick in the backfield. Lemke looks over for the signal now. And it's a timeout, Clinton. A little confusion. 8:26 to play in the third. The Muskies trail 21-7. From their own 29-yard line here, their first drive of the second half, they ran the opening kickoff back to start the second half.
Part of me that thinks they might be taking a shot here.
And there's a give to Hardwick, and he's hit hard at the 30, but he fights off a tackler and goes out of bounds. Dalton Sell gets him to the ground, but it's going to be a first down at about the 34-yard line. Boy, he was popped, but he kept running. Want to make mention here, Joel, our Clinton radio. Okay, Gary Detterman tonight is broadcasting his 300th Clinton football game. And I don't personally really know Gary. I see him all the time when we go do games. And, boy, he's true and blue to the River Kings. So just want to mention What an accomplishment. 300 games.
That's 30 years.
That's crazy.
Of doing high school football.
That's incredible. There's Lemke, and he's going to get about a yard this time to the 35. And this is my 7th year. And so roughly, 9-10 games, so probably 66. I can't even imagine 300 games.
Yeah, it's definitely a lifetime commitment to your community, and that's impressive.
Yeah, what a great accomplishment. I'm sure very true to the Clinton community there. Nolan Bell now limps off. 2nd and 9 River Kings. On the 35-yard line, 7:52 and ticking. Back to pass Lemke. Looks, takes a shot downfield, and it's caught and out of bounds. Is it incomplete? Did he get a foot in?
They look like they're conversing.
They're talking about it. It was right near the sideline. They call it incomplete.
Good coverage there by Tovar.
Mulholland made a circus catch in the first half, and he caught that one. The kid's got great hands, but he couldn't get the feet down, so it'll be 3rd and 9.
And that's that levels route scheme that they're running. They're rolling the quarterback out to the outside. You'll see this on the replay on MPNW TV. There's a receiver about 20 yards deep, a receiver about 15 yards deep, and a receiver at about 7 yards. And they're making you figure out which one you want to take. And right now, the middle receiver is there, and Lemke's trying to hit that.
3rd down and 9 Clinton. Big play for the Muskie defense. Lemke back to pass, flares it out to Hardwick in the flat. He cuts it at the 35-40, and he's out to the 43-yard line. He'll be short of the first down, so it'll bring up 4th down and short for Clinton, and I'm sure they'll punt this one away with a 2-touchdown lead.
Because now it becomes a field position game. Great tackle there by Broders, not just to stop the momentum, but actually to bring him back and avoid the horse collar.
4th down and about a yard and a half at the 43-yard line. Clinton setting up in their pistol, but they generally have just backed off and punted out of this formation all night.
Be smart,
but there's a false start on Clinton as they were going to run a play there. They were going for it.
Yeah, they were running power there.
And now there's going to be a 5-yard walk-off, and they will punt this one.
It's never good when the whole line moves except the center.
That's right.
That's when you know it was the center's
Oops. The one guy that needs to know the snap count.
And the one guy who, if he doesn't, and just snap it early, don't snap it late, you're okay.
Correct. Ashley stands back on his 28. Lemke will punt into the wind here in the 3rd quarter, and it's a low one. It's going to roll. Clinton, Magruder danced by it, but it's going to be dead at the 35-yard line.
Walk away from it, boys.
And now the play is dead. So it's a 27-yard punt, no return. The Muskies will take over their 1st and 10 from their own 35.
So Magruder touched it there, and then he was trying to bait a Muskie player to touch it. Fine, steal it from us.
Right.
One, it's our ball still. We're going to keep it. And 2, it's just bonehead football, and I'd like to see us figure out a way to take advantage of it, because that's the sort of thing that starts to get under my skin a little bit, and just take a chance. It's a free play.
1st and 10 on the 36. 6:34 left in the 3rd. Clinton 21 and the Muskies 7.
Vision Center PC, Integrated Therapy Specialist PC, and Uptown Motors, proud sponsors of Muskie football.
Carson fumbles the snap, goes to the ground. Now he's down as his knee was down at the 31. It'll be a loss of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd and 15.
That's the 2nd or 3rd snap that Carson's had a hard time handling, and they don't look like they're too far off of him. They're coming back from the center, so I'm not sure if he's looking up trying to make a throw before he's got it in his hands or what. That certainly isn't a good start to a drive.
Muskies go 4 wide, and they've got Nimley behind Orr on 2nd and 15 from the 31. Carson gives to Nimley, and he's taken down from behind immediately on a nice play by the defensive tackle, Lewis Harris, number 52, and he's been a force here in the run game.
Yeah, he's been a nice player for them all day long, and he's causing fits there from his defensive tackle role, and it's with quick moves. It's not a bull rush. It's not a power move. He's just beating the interior offensive line with speed so far.
Muskie's going backwards, a loss of 2, 3rd and 17 from the 29. Trips right on third down. Back to passes or shoots it in a slot to Ashley. He's the 35. Look out. He shoots through over the 45, and he's going to get a first down. Gavin Ashley showing off that speed, and a gain of 17 and a first down.
Great block by number 63 there for Muscatine, getting out in front and sealing that linebacker on that tunnel screen.
And that's Ethan Watkins, and he's played well all season long. First and 10 Muskies. They gained 17, and that's just what they needed. Big play to keep it alive. 5 minutes plus and ticking here in the third. Orr gets a snap. Back to pass. Play action. Throws it. It's incomplete. Intended out on the right sideline for Will Zillig, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Ashley and Vasquez to the left. Cooper Zeck wide right. 2nd and 10. Nimley gets it over the left side. Down he goes. Broughton there again. This kid at linebacker, only 5'10", 185, but he's playing a lot bigger than that tonight.
And he's just using his speed to cause trouble. They're in this odd front 3-4 defense where they are stunting and blitzing a lot. You're never 100% sure where they're coming from, how they're crossing, and he's just beating the Muskies off the ball right now.
Another long third down play. 3rd and 11 Muskies from their own 45. They just converted a 3rd and 17. Carson gets a snap, back to pass, shoots it, ball tipped and incomplete. Muskie's lucky there wasn't a guy there. It'll be 4th and 11.
So it's 4.5. Yeah, you punt it here, use the wind, still try to control the field position. Looks like we may be going with a rugby punt here from Jack.
Jackson Folk all season long does a rugby punt. He has a run pass option, and he has not run one yet. Not saying he will, but I just see if the Muskies get the look he's looking for. On 4th and 11. Nobody deep for Clinton. Jack rolls to his right, gets away a good kick, and it's going to go out of bounds inside the 20, and they're going to spot it right at the 19-yard line. So a 36-yard kick by Folk out of bounds, no return. Clinton will take over 1st and 10 on their own 19.
This is a situation for Muscatine where a turnover would be just what the doctor ordered. Westside Store Godfather's Pizza sponsoring this broadcast for Muskie football, our final game of the season. We're almost to basketball season now. Won't be that long.
Yes, won't be long at all in the Muskie boys and girls. Susan Orvis and Gary Belger's squads will be taking the hardwoods, and I know both coaches are excited about this upcoming basketball season.
I know Coach Orvis spoke with the Purple and Gold Club that meets on Thursdays at Pizza Ranch, and he's a tremendous leader in our school system and a tremendous basketball coach.
Parker goes in motion, and he's going to get the handoff over the left side. The Muskies string it out and take him to the ground. No gain. Jonah Cook was there along with 14 for the Muskies. That's Tovar. Trey Tovar came up from his corner spot, and Jonah Cook.
It's always good when you can get run support there out of your secondary and your corners who aren't afraid to come up and tackle.
Gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9 Muskies. River Kings from their own 20. Muskie defense played pretty well tonight. Big kickoff return to open up the second half. Hurt the Muskies, and now they trail by 2 scores. There's a pass in a slot, and it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 9. Watkins broke that up.
He attempted a tunnel screen there. The throw was just out of reach there for the River Kings.
3:47 left in the third. 21-7 Clinton.
So we've got this is one of those situations where you look at screen game here. I mean, Hardwick is proven that he's a quick little back. You almost wonder if they'll decoy with these receivers and maybe try to run a running back screen.
Trips right. And this is going to be a give to Hardwick, and he bounces off his own man. He's going to be near a first down. He's going to get it out over the 30. Kept his feet moving. A really good cut to the left as Tovar rode him out of bounds at the 33. It's going to be a gain of 13. First down, River Kings.
Yeah, just a nice play. Double down on the nose. Control Nolan Bell, the nose tackle, and kick out. And run right underneath in that draw play.
Big third down conversion for Clinton. And there's a Lemke on the keeper, and the Muskies string it out as Tony Nitzel wrapped him up initially, and then Young and Cook cleaned him up. A gain of 2 out over the 35 to the 36. Call it a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Muscatine Lumber, Sycamore Printing, Temp Associates, and Monsanto, proud sponsors of Muskie football this season.
Muscatine High School has terrific sponsors for all their athletic events. Great community, Muscatine. And there's Lemke trying to keep it over the left side. Muskie string it out, but he breaks a tackle, and he's going to gain a few yards out near the 39-yard line before he's taken down on the play. But Lemke was hit initially in the backfield, spun off it, and gained a few. Tovar got him to the ground at the 39-yard line.
Big important down here for Muscatine. Need to try and get another possession with the wind at our back here, because the wind has picked up as the sun has continued to go down, and it's now a little bit chilly out there with that wind blowing.
It's still beautiful. 3rd and 4, River Kings on their own 39-yard line. 2:20 left in the third. Lemke's going to keep it again, straight up the gut, hit hard by Jack Falk, and down at the 40. He's going to be short of the first down, as it'll be 4th and 3.
I wonder if they're going to maybe go for it here.
They're hustling up, Joel. You never know.
It's one of the benefits of being this, rugby style, quick kick formation. You never know if they're going for it or not.
4th down and a long 3, just over the 40-yard line for Clinton. Now they're going to back off and punt. And there's Lemke on the kick, and it's a short kick. High in the air. It's going to take a River King bounce and roll inside the Muskie 25.
Rough the kicker.
Down to the 22, and there is a flag, Joel. Good call there. And it is going to be running into the kicker on the Muskies, but that'll give him a first down. Twins right for the Muskies. Parker slot left. Now he goes in motion. And there's Lemke on the keeper. He's been the workhorse here in the second half, and he runs it out near midfield. Going to be a gain of about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Cook in on the stop.
It's really just simple, read zone football now. And Lemke has proven that he can run the ball. Obviously had that 80-yard touchdown called back earlier this quarter. But since they returned that opening kickoff for a touchdown, their air game has been diminished. They're not throwing it. They're trying to, I think, run some clock and take advantage of as much long possessions as they can.
And they're going into the wind right now. Even though they had a big pass play against the wind. There's Hardwick over the left side. He's at the 45, down near the 40, a first down run. And Joel, I think a lot of these body punches are starting to have an impact on the Muskie defense.
Yeah, what was a 3-yard gain is now turning into a 7-yard gain, and it's just that they're getting yards extra that they weren't getting in the first half.
1st and 10 now on the Muskie 40 after that run. And now Clinton taking her dear sweet time as the clock's at 45 and ticking away. If they run the ball, this might be the last play of the third quarter. They could let it run out after this. And there's a give to Hardwick. Actually, Lemke keeps it again. He fights down to the 37, a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
His ball handling has been really good as a quarterback. Keep deciding whether he's keeping it. I mean, he's keeping it in the mesh point for a long time, making that read hard for the linebackers, and it forces Muscatine to have to play really assignment-sound football, and that's mentally tiring and physically tiring for a defense.
Gain of 4 to the 36. It'll be 2nd and 6, and that'll be the last play of the third quarter. We're stepping away for
YSF, teaching not just sports, but teaching life's lessons.
Metal roofs last longer, withstand the elements, and are better for the environment. They are energy efficient too. Affordable Metal Manufacturing in Muscatine is a local business that supports the community and provides one-on-one customer care. Russ and the team believe on building long-term relationships built on respect and trust. Affordable Metal Manufacturing offers competitive prices and the highest standard of integrity. They manufacture cut-to-length roll-formed metal for roofing, sidewalls, and trim. They are also a distributor for hybrid steel buildings. Affordable Metal Manufacturing says, go Muskies, and God bless.
And the first pass play of the fourth quarter was incomplete as they took a shot down the middle of the field for Boyson. Overthrew him into double coverage. It'll be 3rd and 6 for Clinton.
It's almost like Clinton was just waiting to get that wind back at their back for them to start taking shots again downfield.
Yeah, and it is a strong wind. That flag's still blowing pretty good. So Clinton will have 3rd and 6 on the Muskie 36-yard line. They lead 21-7. The only score in the third quarter was the opening kickoff return of the second half by Ty Magruder of 95 yards. PAT good. Other than that, nobody really threatened the end zone in the third quarter. And now we've got an officials timeout. Must be a Dalton Sell trots off, and Noah Frazier trots in. So Sell's going to be checked over by Nicole Calvert.
I don't know if there's visible blood or something like that, or if an official thought they saw something.
There's Hardwick, and Manny Say blows it up. That's great defense by Say. And it was cleaned up by Frazier. They threw him for a loss. Back at the 39, a loss of 3. It'll be 4th and 9, as there was a bobbled snap there, Joel, out of the gate.
Yeah, that threw off the timing, and then Say was just in there, kept his outside shoulder free, was able to secure the tackle.
So 4th and 9 from the Muskie 39. Wind at their back. And Clinton looks like, well, they may go for this one because of the field position of the wind.
Yeah. I might go for it here, too, if I'm in this situation. 21-2 scores, it's not, you still keep your foot on the throttle here.
Lemke back to pass, sets his feet, shoots, got a man wide open. Parker down the middle of the field. He's at the 10, spins out of the tackle at the 5, and gets into the end zone. What an effort by Jaden Parker. And a 39-yard touchdown strike from Brennan Lemke to Jaden Parker. And just like that, it's 27-7, River Kings.
Yeah, kind of a similar pass pattern that they were able to score with McGruber, just a post, getting the safety to turn their upfield shoulder and then cut underneath and earning that separation, and then Parker just breaking a tackle.
Third touchdown pass of the night for Brennan Lemke. One of 56, one of 40, and now this one of 39. Certainly big home run balls, big plays, and Lemke's PAT attempt is no good. So that is one bit of positive news for the Muskies. 11:03 to play in this one. It's 27-7. 11:03 left in the game. Lemke, who does it all now, will kick off. And there's the kick, and it's going to be Gavin Ashley back in the end zone, so it'll be a touchback with the wind, and he's put those into the end zone tonight. So the Muskies with an 80-yard field ahead of them to get back into this one. Joel, what do you do here? I mean, you've got to start airing it out a little bit, even though you got the wind in your face.
You got to run your offense there. One of the big tenets of Muscatine's offense is tunnel screens, the short passes with yards after catch. That's really what Muscatine's got to continue to do. There's still enough time. You don't have to completely abandon your game plan. You can execute, and that's the best way to do it, I think, with the wind. You got to protect the quarterback, though. When they tried to drop back the pass, Moore's been sacked several times.
Ashley's in at quarterback, and he keeps it on the play, and Gavin runs it out to the 26. And I think getting it in his hands as much as he can is a big factor for the Muskie offense. Ashley with a 6-yard run on first down. It'll be 2nd and 4.
And the tempo's just got to pick up, like Muscatine's doing right now.
Ashley stays in at quarterback, and Carson Orr split out at receiver on 2nd and 4. Power formation to the left, and Ashley runs it that way. Tries to get to the edge, and he does. He's at the 30, and he gets a first down over the 30 to about the 34. A gain of 8, 1st and 10 Muskies.
I like this. I like this adjustment here. Go your 10 guys, blocking their 10 guys, and see if Gavin can make the man miss and go to the house.
Gavin Ashley with that great speed.
Hey, he's also a shortstop. He can pull it up and throw the ball, too.
Yes, he can. Terrific baseball player. Ashley now split left as Orr's back at quarterback, Nimley in the backfield. 1st and 10 Muskies on their own 34. Clock at 10:15 here in the fourth quarter. Orr back to pass. Carson sets, takes a shot downfield, and is caught by Carter Frazier into Clinton territory at the 44-yard line. A pitch and catch of 22 yards and a first down Muskies.
Great play by getting Carter Frazier there in the seam or deliver the ball on time. And good things happen when you can throw the ball on time.
Call it a gain of 20. 1st and 10 Muskies on the Clinton 44-yard line. Orr brings him out. Now he gets the snap, back to pass, sets, fires over to Cooper Zek, and now it's a hook and ladder there. And it's Ashley who has it, dances out of a tackle near midfield, down the sidelines, 45-40, and Ashley run out of bounds. That might be a late hit, and I don't think it is. They didn't throw a flag, but boy, all the way down to the 35-yard line.
Not exactly how it was drawn up, but it worked out pretty well.
Boy, Jake Mueller, he didn't gain a first down. They're going to spot the 38-yard line, so it all goes for a gain of 6, but he had retrieved back to his own 45 before he took off running. Frazier now in motion across formation. Orr gets a snap. He gives to Nimley, and he's taken down in the backfield, but he lunges ahead. He's still going to lose a yard. A great play on defense by Jess Chapman for Clinton.
Yeah, Chapman just with a B-gap blitz there, beat the block, and was able to wrangle Nimley in the backfield.
3rd and 5 Muskies from the River King 39. 9:20 to play in this one. The Muskies trail 27-7. Trips left, Ashley right on 3rd down. Clinton really stacking the box. Orr back to pass, blitzes on, steps into a throw down the field for Ashley, and it's incomplete. And number 10 did a nice job coming back to play the ball, Jess Hartsock, to break that one up, or Ashley may have caught it.
Yeah, Ashley did a good job of kind of setting his man up like it was going to be deeper, and then he boxed him out and had the chance at the jump ball, but a nice play by Hartsock to get his hands in there to interrupt the catch.
4th and 5, and Joel, this is the biggest play of the game for the Muskie offense. They have to convert here. Twins right, Twins left on 4th and 5. Orr and Nimley in the backfield for the Muskies, and now Frazier shifts over. Carson rolls to his right. He looks downfield, he throws, and it's almost caught, and it is caught. Cooper Zek fought for the football and comes down with it at the 31-yard line.
Throw the flag.
Cooper Zek with excellent competitiveness there. That ball was right up for grabs, and he wrestled it away. 1st and 10 Muskies, Joel.
32 getting a little chippy after that great play by Cooper Zek to just tear it away from the defender.
Big conversion for the Muskies, an 8-yard gain on 4th and 5. 1st and 10 now on the Clinton 31. Orr rolls to his left. Carson looks downfield. Going to take a shot deep. He's got a man, and it's thrown behind him and out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and 10. Ashley was breaking free late down the left sideline.
Yeah, Carson threw it was almost like he threw it to the back shoulder. That's when he maybe wants to go back and drive to the pylon, let Gavin run under it a little bit.
Jackson Falk checks into the lineup now for the Muskies at running back. 8:40 to play. Clinton 27 and the Muskies 7. Trips right for the Muskies. Ashley wide left, just outside the hash on the far side. Back to pass Orr. He throws into the bubble to Falk, and this is a big play earlier, and there's a flag. Jackson dances outside of a tackle to 20 to the 15, down the sideline, 10-5 to the end zone, touchdown. But there's a flag, and this is probably coming back. There's a couple Muskies on the ground, or a Muskie and a Clinton player on the ground at the 24-yard line.
An eligible man downfield, it looks like what they're going to call.
And that would be the 2nd time that guy called on the Muskies tonight, if that's the call. An eligible receiver downfield on the Muskies, so that is the call. And you're right, they may have been looking for another one. So that pushes it back 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 15 now.
And if you're watching this game back, I don't think the Muscatine coaching staff's mad about the call for the eligible man downfield. I think they're upset with what they felt was unsportsmanlike conduct going on at the end of that play. 2nd down and
15 Muskies from the Clinton 36. 8:29 left in this one. Back to passes Orr, steps into a throw, and he overshoots his man, and it's almost intercepted, and it is intercepted by number 32. As the ball was overthrown, and Isaac Larkin picked it off at the 23-yard line, and the Muskies turn it over. 8:22 left in the game, and it's Clinton 27, the Muskies 7.
First turnover of the ball game for the Muskies, and it comes in a big spot.
On their own 23-yard line. Lemke rolls to his right, looks downfield. He's got a man. It's complete up the sideline, and it's Mulholland, and he's over the 45 and taken out at the 48-yard line. A 25-yard pitch and catch And he was wide open, Joel.
Yeah, just, again, slot receiver running the out route. And Logan Tomlinson did a nice job running him down and making the catch. But it looks like there may have been some confusion on the initial coverage.
1st and 10, Clinton. 20-point lead over the Muskies with 8:14 left in this one.
Really need to increase the pass rush here. They need to try to figure out a way to disrupt Lemke's timing.
Twins left, Boyson right, and this one is Lemke again. He dances behind a blocker, and Manny Say hits him, and Tak Portilla wraps him up along with Broders to get him to the ground at midfield. A gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Nice play there by Tak Portilla coming up from his corner position.
On the 50, 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Another wrestler on this football program for the Muskies, Tak Portilla.
I've not seen Tak Portilla. I bet he's a pretty good little wrestler.
Yeah.
Tough kid. 2nd and 8. River Kings right at midfield. 7.5 left to play. Lemke rolls to his right. He looks downfield, takes a shot. Man wide open is Parker. He dances at the 35, and down he goes. Muskies get him to the ground right there. And that's going to be a gain of about 18 to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10, River Kings.
Just a smash route concept. Inside receiver runs a corner route while the outside receiver runs a hitch, forcing them to pick their poison. Safety doesn't get over the top fast enough. That corner route's open. If he does, then they throw it right to the sticks.
Call it 17-yard gain to the 33. And the chains reset. 7-17 and ticking here in this one.
One thing that I'm starting to see more and more, and hopefully it calms down, there's a lot of tension flying after plays right now. We need everyone to keep their heads about them and not lose their cool.
Well, both teams at 2-6 came into this expecting to win this game, and there's a timeout. Clinton left in the 3rd, and Wilton came back and beat Sigourney Keota 36-30. There's Lemke over the left side. There's a penalty flag and now a whistle as he's down at the 30-yard line, and there's a fight. It's late flag. Boy, we got a regular fight going on. Jackson Folk came in and clocked the kid, and this has been brewing. There's a lot of talk going on between the Clinton and Muskie players. And, Joel, I got to tell you, I've never seen this in the 7 years I broadcast the game. I've never seen two teams lose their composure like this on the field. And there's some kids got to be thrown out of this game. That just should never happen. Should never happen.
And it looks like I got to think Jackson's going to be one who may be disqualified. And the thing is that now also suspends him for the first basketball game.
So we'll see what happens here. But there's certainly got to be a couple of kids probably on each team getting tossed after this. And Jack Falk's out. Whether he's ejected or not, I'm sure Jake Mueller won't let him play the rest of the game, as he's walking straight down the sideline here on senior night. That's certainly not the way you want to end your senior night.
You have to maintain your composure at all times. It's one of the most valuable lessons you can learn from high school activities and athletics. And football is a violent, physical game. It's easy to lose your cool. That's just not how you want to walk off the field your senior year.
There's no flags for any of this. They just ejected two players. And there's Lemke running straight up. Will Zilli grabs him up and gets him to the ground at the 35. He's going to lose a yard.
Yeah, it's almost like they maybe just called offsetting penalties and an inadvertent whistle, and then just all reset there.
No, so you can throw that in questionable. No question about the anger of the men going after each other. And Hardwick, the best we can see, their top running back is out, and Jackson Falk, Muskie captain, out. They're both out of this one. So it's second down, and we'll call it 12 from the 35-yard line for Clinton. 6 minutes and 15 seconds left. Lemke rolls to his left, looks, he flares it out to Parker. 35, dances to the 30, and out of bounds inside the 20. Boy, he's got good feet. And there's a very late flag, very late, Joel, when this kid was being tossed out of bounds, thrown by the head referee.
And the young man...
And it's a hold on Clinton.
And the ball carrier, unfortunately, he went down like a heap, and it looks like he dropped the ball. He looks like he's in pain. It looks like he may have a lower leg injury or something there on the sideline.
Nicole Calvert and Chuck Van Heck standing over him, trying to assist him. You said Wilton's in, right?
Yeah, Wilton is in.
With the win over Sigourney.
They are second in their division.
And then you've got West Liberty in.
Yeah, Wilton finishing the year at 8-1. They're kind of an unsung 8-win team here because they're in that same district as Regina. And so they'll be moving forward, hopefully making a run at the playoffs.
So the holding call nullifies what would have been a first down play, but it's going to be back down to the 46-yard line now. So that'll bring up second down. They've got to get down to the 24, so it's second down and 22 for the River Kings. Lemke bobbles a snap, and he falls on it as there's a loss on the play. And the ball was still rolling around before the whistle was blown. And it's going to be way back into their territory in a timeout, Muscatine. The ball's back at the 47. 6:01 to play, 27-7. Clinton, we're stepping away for 30. Listen to Muskie football and KWPC.
UBI Bank and Trust. Equal Opportunity Lender, member FDIC.
Back at Muscatine Community Stadium, 6:01 to play. The Muskies burnt a timeout. They have one left, and Clinton has one left. Clinton leads 27-7. The Muskies had a 7-7 tie with 11:27 left in the first half, and from then on, it's been all Clinton. Clinton scored on a 40-yard touchdown pass with 8:12 to play in the first half, and then they returned the opening kickoff of the second half, 95 yards for a score, and they scored on a 4th down and 9 play on a 39-yard touchdown pass with 11:03 left in the fourth, and that's been all the scoring as they lead the Muskies 27-7.
They've just been big play after big play.
There's a give over the right side, and that's number 33. That's Jess Chapman who's checked in for Hardwick, who went out. The leading rusher was ejected along with Muscatine's Jackson Falk here a couple minutes ago in the fourth quarter. They run it to the 49, and they're running clock now, and they will punt this one away with the wind at their back.
Ashley goes back deep.
Ashley comes... He's standing on about his own 7-yard line, and they may take a delay of the game flag here with the wind at their back and then kick it.
Makes sense. Run as much clock off as you possibly can.
And they did. They take the delay, so this will put it back on their own 46-yard line, and Lemke will punt it now.
This is one of those games where you want to finish as strong as you possibly can. There's still enough time. I've seen crazier things happen as far as comebacks go.
Hey, you run a punt back, you go for an onside kick, you score quick. All of a sudden, it's a one-score game. You're right, Joel. Things can happen. There's the kick by Lemke, and it's straight down, and Ashley calls for a fair catch and lets it go, and it is going to roll into the end zone. So it is a touchback.
Gotta catch that ball.
That was almost stopped before the goal line.
Having a heart attack up here.
And now Muscatine will have 80 yards to go. 5:10 remaining, and they trail 27-7.
Yeah, that touchback is key. Again, get your offense going. There's no 21-point play, so you just gotta chip it out. And it's so cliche. I don't want to sound like Bull Durham up here with just a bunch of cliches, but it really is true. You just run your offense, figure out what they're giving you, take it, and see if you can break a big one here.
Zach and Vasquez to the right. Nimley in the backfield. Ashley left on first down or rolls to his right. Carson shoots it downfield for Kobe, and it is complete on a nice pitch and catch of about 7 to the 27. It'll be second down and 3.
Great catch with his hands there, snatching it out of the air, dragging his feet inbounds for a strong completion there for the senior on senior night.
Second and 3 Muskies on their own 27. Got to keep using the sidelines here to stop clock. Trips left. Or back to pass. Shoots it over. He's got a man, Cooper Zek. It's going to be a first down out near the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 6. First down Muskies.
The thing is both of these teams are very comfortable going no huddle. So this is not foreign territory for these teams to go fast. That was a pretty quick reset there by the officials.
Yes, it was. Clock under 5 and ticking. Muskies go empty. on first down. Carson back to pass. Orr sets, shoots it, intercepted over the 35, and it looks like Chapman. Chapman at the 25, 20, 15, down the sideline, fumbles it out of bounds. It was punched out from behind by Frazier, but Clinton's going to have the ball inside the Muskie 5.
For a second there, my angle thought that was going out of the end zone, which of course would have meant a touchback in Muskie ball. But
first and goal now at the Muskie 4 for Clinton.
And those are throws that a junior quarterback is going to make, unfortunately. They're not going to see that linebacker hunting in the middle of the field. And a nice interception by Chapman. And this is senior night. We want to celebrate these seniors. But there's a lot of young guys playing football tonight who are going to watch this film still in the offseason and be ready to go next year and not make some of those same mistakes.
And Carson's one of those, Carson Orr, who's got a lot of valuable snaps and playing time this year as a junior. You'll see a lot of improvement as a senior with Carson Orr. First and goal, Clinton now, as they bring Lewis Harrison in the backfield. And Harris gets it, and he's met Jonah Cook, and he fumbles a football. And I'm not sure who got it, but, boy, they gave it to Harris, and Cook put the lick on him, and a ball popped out of his hands. And it is going to be Clinton football. He loses a few, but, you know, they took a page out of the Muskie book. They put their nose tackle in at tailback and gave him the ball. Joel, is that planned or is that a little gamesmanship?
I don't know. It might be gamesmanship.
I mean, is there something going on we don't know about here?
You'd like to think that you've got any chance you're going to call a play where an offensive lineman or defensive lineman gets to carry it. I'm all for it. You will always be pro that.
That was one of my son's biggest regrets, is he didn't get a pass thrown to him in high school. And there's a give to, actually, Lemke keeps it, and he's spun down inside the 5 at the 4. Jonah Cook again on the stop. So he gained the lost yardage back. It'll be third down and goal, Clinton on the Muskie 4. Just under 4 to play.
I can tell you no coach ever regretted not throwing me the ball at any point of my playing career.
Twins right, Boyson left on third and goal, just inside the 5-yard line for Lemke and the River Kings. And now we've got a flag.
Finally called it. I think they finally called the offensive lineman dropping to his knee.
And it is a false start. Good job. You've been wanting that call all night.
I've been begging for it.
And it's now third and goal from the 10.
Just an old defensive coordinator not one of those offensive linemen to get any more free holds or free cheats that they always get.
3:45 left, 27-7 River Kings. Lemke going to keep it, bounces to the right side. Nowhere to go, but he breaks a couple tackles and gets down near the 5. He took a lot of hits, but he's a tough runner.
He always keeps his feet moving. He doesn't get that. You don't get that square shot on him. He keeps his shoulders moving forward, and he's hard to bring down. He's not a huge guy, but he's a really tough runner.
He gains 5. It's fourth and goal from the 5 for the River Kings. Lemke and Chapman in the backfield. Looking for their signal, and now I think they're going to burn a timeout, and they do. They burn their final timeout. 3:07 to play.
Score that's been under 30 yards tonight.
Nope, you're correct there. All big plays. Lemke rolls, shovel pass in the middle of the field, and he fights for extra yardage to the end zone. And it is a stop short. The Muskie defense holds as they did a shovel pass to Caleb Gallant, and he fought extra hard to try to get to the end zone, but he stopped just shy of the goal line. So the Muskie defense held there at the 3-minute mark, and they'll trot the offense out with 99 yards to go.
What you like to see about that is that they're not giving up. They're down. I got the goalpost right at their backs, but they're still fighting hard and come up with a big fourth down stop against the starters.
Right.
For Clinton, this isn't the second team in for Clinton, and you see them leaving it all out on the field, which is really important to see from a group of kids.
No, there's never been any quit in this football team, and Jake Mueller wouldn't let him quit. They go empty from inside the 1-yard line. Or back to pass, sets, flares it out quickly. He's got a man, it's complete. And it looks like Kobe Vasquez out to the 10-yard line. A gain of 9, it'll be 2nd and 1.
Nice play there by Kobe, who's a great athlete. Get him the ball in space, let him do some damage with his legs. Just short of the first down there.
2nd and 1 Muskies. Going empty again. 3 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd down. Now they're set. Orr gets a snap. Carson back to pass. Throws it out. He's got Ashley at the 15. Gavin cuts it out over the 20, 25. Look out, 30, 35, 40. And he's taken down on a face mask at the 46-yard line. So another 15 will be tacked onto this one.
Gavin Ashley.
That's clearly, and the back judge, he was right on top of it. We had a River King who's slow to get up on the back behind the play. So that'll add. Yeah, that's got to be a personal foul.
It's got to be a 15-yarder. He grabbed him and kept control to bring him to the ground with his face mask.
And again, I don't feel like that was an intentional face mask. He just got a hold of it and just didn't let go. So
39-yard line now after the pitch and catch and the 15-yard flag.
Just keep attacking that corner.
So 36-yard pass play and a 15-yard penalty. 1st and 10 Muskies on the Clinton 39-yard line. 2:18 left. Empty again on 1st down. Orr back to pass. Sets, shoots to the sideline. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I mean, Muscatine's at a point in the game where they've just got to throw it. And let's see if they can cap off a 99-yard drive here with a touchdown.
After the game, listen to the Godfather's Pizza West Side Store post-game show, and we'll name our CBI Bank and Trust Player of the Game.
Muscatine Lumber, Uptown Motors, and Integrated Therapy Specialist PC bringing you Muskie football this year.
Orr rolls to the left. Good protection. Throws downfield for Ashley, and it's tipped out of bounds. Good defense on the play by the Clinton defensive back. Running with him, L.J. Henderson. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Muskies just need to keep their heads about. There's still some little bit of chippiness that's going on. Just ignore that stuff, fellas. Just keep moving on.
2:02 left in this one. 3rd and 10 Muskies from the Clinton 39-yard line. They trail 27-7.
West Side Store, Godfather's Pizza. We enjoyed some Godfather's Pizza here before kickoff.
In the press box, and there's Orr on a play-action fake. Throws it out. He's got a man. It looks like it's incomplete. In and out of the hands. Frazier had it. Wouldn't have been a 1st down, but it'll bring 4th and 10 now.
So this is an obvious go-for-it situation, considering where we're at in the game with the clock. And see what you got in the bag of tricks here, Coach Mueller. Got to think the number 8, Gavin Ashley, might be dialed up here in this situation. He's been the go-to guy all night.
Gavin Ashley, been a difference maker this season for the Muskies. 4th down and 10 Muskies. Let's hope they can keep the drive alive right here. Orr gets a snap, back to pass, sets, looks. He's going to take a shot for Ashley. Downfield, and it's almost complete. Gavin came back for it, and I think number 10 got his hand in there, hand sock, to really help break that out of a heart sock. Sorry about that. And it's incomplete, and the Muskies turn it over on downs again. Clinton will have 1st down on their own 39.
Yeah, just a tough situation there. Ashley fighting for the ball, unable to come down with it. He has given a lot of effort tonight. He's been running deep routes nonstop, and he's been battling all game, as a lot of the men in black have this evening.
And this is where it starts winding down. $1:50 to go, and Clinton gets a 1st down. They can run it out. They can come close. We'll see if Jake Mueller opts to use a timeout or just lets it go. But all the wear and tear of the 4 years you've committed yourself to the high school program, and the years as a youth, and you know what the game's meant to you in the competition, and this is where the emotion starts to flow for the seniors on the Muskie squad.
It's never a fun game to lose your last game of the season, whether it's in the playoffs or on senior night. But you have to just make sure you do your job well, so you can know you left it all on the field how you're supposed to.
They give it to Chapman. He runs it over the 40 to about the 42. Going to gain a couple. We'll call it a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 for the River Kings.
You know, you look at a player like Nolan Bell, who's played up since he's a sophomore. He injured his right foot, it looks like, at some point during this game, and he's still out there battling it out. He's fighting through some of the nicks and bruises that anyone who plays this game gets. You're
not going to get Nolan Bell off the field. 2nd down and 7 for Clinton, just shy of their own 42-yard line, and they had a man in motion, no flag, but it's late. So they give it up, and this one's Chapman. He's out over the 45 to the 47. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2. Not going to get into any details, but my good friend Mike Shea, if you're listening, hello, Mike, and we love you. You were the voice and, a big-time voice of Muskie athletics for many, many years, and just want to give you a hello, and I hope you got the radio on tonight because I'm certainly thinking about you.
Absolutely. Mike Shea, a huge part of my soccer coach as a youngster.
Wow.
Just is always a part of my high school experience as an athlete, and tremendous respect for Mike, and hope you're listening, Mike, and hello from us too.
Great guy. There's a give to Chapman over the right side, and he's stacked up, going to be short of the 1st down.
Nice stop there by the Muscatine defense.
And that will be the last play of the game. Folks, stay tuned. This game is going to be over. The final score, Clinton 27 and the Muskies 7. Stay tuned for the Godfather's Pizza Westside Store post-game show. You're listening to Muskie Football on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Proud to be the corporate sponsor of the Muskie Media program.
Seagull, you fly across the horizon into the misty morning sun. Nobody asks you where you are going. Nobody knows where you're from. Here is a man asking the question, is this really the end of the world? Seagull, you must have known for a long time the shape of things to come. Now you fly through the sky, and you fly all around till somebody shoots you down. Na, 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 na.
Go Muskies!
Seagull, you fly across the horizon into the misty